shall not be fainted. They shall not be tired. They shall do everything humanly possible. They will not faint on the way. Why? Because they are waiting. And guess what? Whoever that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. You are not just renewing your strength, but you'll be baptized with grace. You'll be graced. You'll be anointed. You'll be empowered. Spiritual empowerment. And this is where I came to understand that restoration is not given for the lazy. Restoration is not for people who cannot wait, who cannot exercise patience. Restoration is not about the people who are gossiping around. Restoration is not about people who are looking for fault. Restoration are for those who are responsible for their action, who wait, who endure, who when the situation is going wrong, they endure to the end. The word of God is too powerful, brethren. The word of God is what we need to hope on. So many hope in charity, so many hope in things that their neighbor or their friends, their family member can give to them. No, it's all about waiting. When you are following Christ and tribulation comes your way, you need to exercise patience. Because if you need to give a testimony, then you need to have patience so that you can go through the process. Because life is in process. You go through the process of waiting, go through the process of endurance, go through the process of blackmailing, go through the process of accusation and every other thing. But when you go through them, God will keep on watching you, because your faith must be tested. Every faith must be tested. And if you are going through challenges in life and it seems as if no one is coming to help you, there's no way that help is coming on your side, it means that God is on your side. You don't need to give up. You don't need to give in. You don't need to start complaining about the things that is happening around you. No, because the God you serve, the God you are waiting upon, is ready to restore to you whatever you have lost in how many years, whatever you have lost in the process, in the quest of seeking his face, in the quest of going through those things, and you endure and trust in him, because he's not giving you restoration because you deserve it. No, he's giving you restoration because you trust in him. You believe in him. Even in the pit of hell, you still believe in him. Even in the situation or in an ugly situation, you still trust him. That is what we are talking about. That is what we are talking about. Restoration and redeem. When you are restored, you'll be redeemed. When you are redeemed, you enjoy the grace of God. Grace of God is sufficient for us to enjoy. Grace of God is abundantly sufficient for us to enjoy. But those that are qualified to enjoy them are those who have trust in God. Trust in God. If you can trust in God, you get away from those situations. If you can give a trust in God, you will discover that all these things you are struggling for, you don't need them. You will discover that all these things that you are trying to look for a shortcut to make it, you don't need it. You need to go through the process, because life is in phases and men and in sizes. Now, if you are going through difficulties, congratulations to you. If you are going through difficulties, challenges, all manner of wilderness, all manner of confusion, congratulations to you, because the question you have been throwing for years, the answer is close. The question you have been demanding, the answer is close. Because whenever you found yourself in a journey of destiny and suddenly something begin to go rough, it means that God is with you. You don't need to give up. You don't need to start complaining about what the enemy is doing. You don't need to start complaining about the situation or the people from another corner. People are envy of you and others. No, you are meant to go through that process. Remember in the book of John chapter 9, if you read from 9 to verse 10, the Bible said there is a young man that was blind from his mother's womb. He was blind, and a question was thrown to Jesus. He said, this young man has been blind from his mother's womb. Is he the sin of his father and his mother, or the young man sinned by himself? Jesus replied to them, no, but that the will of God may happen, that he will fulfill the will of God. That Son of Man came to fulfill the will of God. That means the blindness is just a challenge thrown to the young man to go through the phases. And when Jesus healed the young man, the Pharisees and Sadducees, they came to ask questions. And when they began to ask questions, the young man gave them the statement. They gave his own statement, the whole part of the statement from where he started seeing and everything he knows about it. And they threw the question again. They were not contented. They were not okay about the reply of the young man. They went and called the parents and they began to ask. But the parents, out of fear, they replied and they say that the young man is of age to answer for himself. And when they asked him again, he asked them, I have told you, are you not understanding? When the question becomes so much, he began to ask them, do you want to be his disciple? And the Bible said they threw him out. Why? People will not like to hear you. People will not like to hear what you are saying. People will not like to embrace your own idea. They always want their own to be considered. People will not like to